All right, my friends, so recently we talked about creating a video for helping others with their marketing, and I think today is a good day to talk about that because this morning was just a beautiful morning. I met up with Jay Sanchez at the Phoenix Convention Center, and we had a great time. We had good talks with good people, and I want to talk about that because what happened this morning was very important, and I think it's going to help a lot of you guys out there. And since we're talking about marketing, what a better way to have your information for your business in the back windshield of your car or your cars. Little things like that can help you out. So I'm going down to the shop right now. Let me go ahead and take care of this. I have sort of like a big order here in the back of my truck that I need to take care of. So we need to take those boxes to the shop, and then we will begin to talk about the marketing topic. I'm not gonna play the piano, but for everybody that commented on that little clip that I did, thank you. I really enjoyed playing that video over and over again. I did say that I was gonna talk about marketing, but on my way to the shop, I was thinking about what my wife said, and the reason why she said this, it was because this morning I went to the Phoenix Convention Center and I went to a small business expo, and it went well. So she said, after I told her how it went, she said, well, good. It's because you are ready. And while I was thinking about shooting for the marketing video today, when that thought came across my head of what she said, I really thought that it is very important that I talk about this before I talk about the marketing. And the reason why is because if you are not ready to start marketing, then you are going to fail miserably. So my question to you is, are you ready? And what I mean by are you ready is, are you ready to handle more volume than you are already taking? And I'm not talking about 12 pieces from your friends, 24 pieces from a clothing brand that just wants to get started. I'm not talking about samples for customers. I'm talking about bigger orders. Like, for example, a school can ask you from anywhere about the 300 to the 500 piece order. So let's just think about this for a second. Are you able to handle these kinds of orders? Do you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to screen printing? And the only reason why I'm asking you this is because I myself started printing in the back of my house about 3-4 years ago. And if I was to be completely honest with you, I would not be able to take those orders because, first of all, I didn't have a dryer. I was flash curing. And I had at the time a smaller place where it would just not work out for that kind of volume. And if you start marketing and everything goes well, if you invest the money in the right places and everything goes your way, then what's going to happen is that you're going to get this large amount of work and you will not be able to handle it because you are not ready. So the first and the most important question is, have you mastered your craft? And I'm not talking about just for screen printing, even though most of the people that watch are probably involved in the screen printing world, but this applies to basically every small business owner. Have you mastered your craft? Do you know exactly what you're doing? If you get a job, do you know how to knock it out without any issues? And I know that that's not going to work for every single job, but for the most part, you should be able to have a job come in, you know exactly what you're looking at, you know how to execute the job, and you know how to get it out on time. So I want you guys to really understand what I'm saying and put this in perspective, because if you go ahead and think about this and you start saying and talking to yourself saying, well, if I do get some work in and I don't know exactly what I'm doing, how am I going to execute this? You know? So before you even market yourself, before you put yourself out there, do you know exactly what you're doing? On another note, I want you guys to understand that getting back to your customers has a lot to do with being ready, because if you start advertising and you get 10 emails at once, are you going to be able to keep track? Are you going to be able to get back to your customers on time? Is your turnaround going to be 2 weeks if you say it's going to be 2 weeks? You know, I can go into depth about this and you guys know where I'm going with this. So if you guys are out there being a small business, asking the questions about how to market, first ask yourself, am I ready? Because I know that a lot of you guys are not ready. And I am very thankful, and believe me when I say it, I really appreciate everybody that takes the time to ask me small questions. Like for example, before I started shooting the video, I just got back to a guy on YouTube asking me about clear emotion and if it's really visible when you're washing out halftones, and are you able to even see through the screen to make sure that everything washed out. That's a really small question to me. It might not be to you guys because you guys are getting started, but to me that's a small question because I am ready to step it up to the next level. And the reason why I appreciate every single question that you guys ask is because this is the reason why I started the channel. And I wanted to prepare you guys and get you guys ready to take that level that you're at to the next level. And I want you guys to get better at what you do, and I want you guys to master your craft. For example, my friend Sam Bam, he just told me that he wants to start learning halftones. Well, he's been printing for the past 2 or 3 weeks now consistently. He got his dryer, he got his press, he got his practice, and now he's rocking out shirts. He's pumping out orders. He's concerned about quality, which everybody should be. He's looking at other printers' mistakes to see where he could be failing himself to better himself, and I love that. So this is what it's all about. It's getting ready and preparing yourself to get yourself out there. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, I got some great marketing tips from whoever. I started practicing the marketing tips, and all of a sudden I have work and I don't know how to take care of it. So we need to take this back to step one before we even take it to the next step, which is marketing. So I want you guys to learn your craft, practice what you do, get better at it, and then we will be ready for the marketing video within the next month or two. How about that? So earlier I mentioned that I was going to talk about marketing, but today I'm actually not going to do that. And it happens to be Halloween, so for everybody out there who celebrates Halloween, happy Halloween. And for those who don't celebrate it, you guys can suck on a lollipop because I know that you guys eat the candy the next day.